Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. Biden runs his whole campaign, if you could call that a campaign, on getting rid of the cootie because Trump did such a terrible, terrible job with the cootie, even though he got a vaccine in 10 months, 9 months, which breaks all the records by enormous amounts, but did a terrible job, we're told. Well, good news. After he gets sworn in, he makes sure to let you know that as he's signing all these executive orders that just throw money around, he does say, let's get the quote here, talking about throwing all that money around, if we fail to act, there will be a wave of evictions and foreclosures in the coming months as the cootie rages on because there's, here it comes, nothing we can do to change the trajectory of the pandemic in the next several months. Well, thank you very little. So you tear to shreds the orange man bad, and you put in to that category of orange man bad that he isn't going to save lives and all those people are dying because of him. And now, as soon as you and your buddies are in full control, is that F-U-L-L or F-O-O-L? Tough to decide at this particular time. That, no. Here it is right here. That in the coming months, as the pandemic rages, because there's nothing we can do to change the trajectory of the cootie in the next several months, he surrenders. Wow. Now you admit defeat? Now you couldn't have done that between, say, November 3rd and January 20th. You couldn't have admitted defeat then, so we could have actually kept a guy that knew how to get things done, like a record-breaking pandemic vaccine. Oh, well. Let's talk one more thing about this cootie virus, and then we're going to come back to this idea here of the evictions. Let's look at this. The Trump administration had no coronavirus vaccine distribution plan, said the White House. Sorry for the stutter, that was to hopefully keep YouTube off my back. All right, they had no plan. Then explain how all of the states got the vaccine. If there was no plan, are you just saying pixie dust is what transported all those vaccines to all the states? And let's not forget the story I already covered by NBC before, where they said they're just throwing away the vaccines because they're going to waste because of all the government regulations. The ones that we're getting filled with those 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 executive orders. Yeah, those exact type of regulations are what is causing vaccines to be thrown away. So, if you thought the press was done lying, oh, no. They're never getting up. They're just going to stay down there and keep lying, pun intended. All right, so there's him surrendering. But look at this. If we fail to act, there will be a wave of evictions and foreclosures in the coming months. You can kick that can down the road as far as you want. But at some point, unlike the national debt, which apparently you can balloon to 30 trillion and doesn't pop. Pretty amazing to most world observers. But you can't do that with rent and evictions and foreclosures. He's posting no end game for how that's resolved. If you've been on waiver since March, you're coming up in a year, and the way it stands, you have to pay that back. All of it at one balloon time. If you don't pay it back, ta-da, there's those wave of foreclosures and evictions he's talking about. Okay, fine. But all you're doing is delaying the horrendous inevitable. And nobody's got a good solution for that. When they put the waivers in at the beginning, it was an official example of what a great idea. Or how does the saying go? The road to Hades' pit is paved with good intentions. And we are all going to Hades' pit based on those good intentions of the waivers. Because they have, when they come due, are we just going to pay everybody's rent? Just like we're going to pay everybody's student loans? and then we're going to pay everybody $2,000 a month, like the member of the squad, you know, the lady who married her brother. Yeah, those kind of things. Because is that the idea now? Just make it keep raining money forever? Because $30 trillion in debt, not enough. Let's see if we can get to $60 trillion in 1 year. Pretty good chance you will at this rate. So, that is what is happening in that regard. He surrenders. Unfortunately, a month and a half too late. Possibly 2 months too late, depending on how you want to register the calendar. Why didn't he surrender before November 3rd? Take a look at our... got another video coming up about how he's dealing with jobs. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the future.